Hi, viewers. Good evening. Good evening, Terry. Good evening, Sheol. You're all welcome to today's episode of Great Minds Inspiration Show. It's good to have everyone back. It's a lovely Friday evening, and it's obvious that we're all preparing for the Christmas, the December shenanigans. Yeah. So today, with me, I currently have Tommy and I have Sheol already with me. We're expecting the other guys and ladies to join us very soon. We'll be discussing this evening about Detty December. You know that December groove, that December vibes. So we would be speaking and discussing if the Dirty December is still within reach for Nigerians. We know it's been a very tough year, 2024, and we're just wanting to know if this the usual Dirty December is still within reach of Nigerians. So we'll be exploring several parts of this topic, but I'm sure some guys would come to say it's not at reach anymore. But I can assure you that we have people who are already preparing for the Dirty December. So we'll be discussing this, and probably we'll also discuss the reason why, if you think the Dirty December is not at reach to Nigerians anymore, what could be the reason, what has happened in 2024. I recall the 2024 began with a theme by saying we no go gree for anyone, you know. So is that still the case now? Are we agreeing for the December? Are we agree or we no go gree for this December? We must still do our dirty December, you know. So we'll be using the next 40 minutes basically to discuss this, and after which we'll have a wrap up of all the podcasts we've had 2024 and have a shutdown for the year to begin January. And I think that our resumption date will be announced in the course of the program today. So, hi, Tommy. Hi, Sean. Are you guys there? Are you with me?
Yes, please.
Okay, we also have Innocent already with us as well. Oh, we have Mars. Okay, it's getting to be the full house. Hi, Mars. You're right, yeah?
Hello, Mr.
So I
Innocent.
think we only have Tunde left now. So, Dirty December, guys. What do you think? No, let me begin with Sheun first. Sheun, what do you think about the Dirty December? Is this still at reach of Nigerians? Can we still have that bubbling December where people just go to resorts? Where people just go have fun, where people go groove. You know what I mean? Yeah. So tell us. Let's hear from you, Sheun.
Yeah, I believe, well, people celebrate things differently, and I believe people are still within the reach. Although it may not be everybody, but Dirty December, okay, maybe for viewers who don't even know what it means, for instance, it just means like it's a slang term for festive, season or festivities or celebrations that takes place in December and New Year. And a lot of people look forward to this period because they want to rest, they want to relax, from the osu and bosu of, of everything. So people plan things differently. So some people might have saved their money, and then, or some people might save their own money and get to use or demand money from other people abroad to celebrate, to live the kind of life they want to live in December. So let me just make it short. So it's still possible. It may not be for everybody, but we well, some people don't have to even spend so much money in order to celebrate. Some may
That's
just
nice.
celebrate with people. So let me just stop there. Or go to the village. Let me just stop there. Thank you.
Okay, probably at some time in the course of the program, I'll come back to you to let us know what you have planned for your 30 December. So, Innocent, what do you think? What do you think with the economic hardship, with the challenges in the country? Is the 30 December still at reach of Nigerians? Tell me, Innocent. Want to hear from you? No, we can't hear you, Innocent. Could you just stand on mute? Okay, Innocent, since you're having a little challenge with your mic, I'll come back to you later, man. Let me go to Maz.
Let me go to
Maz.
Mars. Mars.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
No, you have a whole lot. You have a whole lot about to tell us about Dirty December. So what do you think? Is the Dirty December still at reach of Nigerians?
So I would say,
So
first
I
of all,
would
you need
say,
to
first of all,
understand.
you need to.
There's an echo there. There's a feedback coming. Whose mic is it coming from? So
Um,
I would say most Nigerians um, have have been traumatized, so to say, by the different economy issues that have been happening. So a lot of people have struggled. It's been a 2024 has been a struggle for lots of people. A lot of people have left the country. A lot of people are trying to settle down where they are. Those that have left, those that have jackpot, are trying to settle down where they are. So that's to say they might not be able to come back home. Whereas the other few, some other people who usually go back home, who are the regulars who have been here for a long time and they always go back home during Christmas, they will still go back for the Christmas. But the question is, are they willing to spread to splash the money as before, bearing in mind that they have many mouths to feed now, because those that have jackpot have left, so they can't share the burden. Do you understand where I'm coming from? When you go for the night out, like Abdul, when you get to Abuja now, when you touch down, everywhere they hot. You just call people from the west, from the east, from the north, all of them, let me show. You know that you're not the only one that will carry the burden of that dirty night. But if you know you're the only one that will carry the burden, you'll be checking what people are eating, isn't it? Many person, somebody now go and take something that is worth 500k. When you have 7 people take that 500k, I know God has blessed you with money, but you have to be thinking from, especially if you're coming from abroad, you don't pick the money on the tree, contrary to what people think. You still have bills to pay. So I would say dirty December. It's gonna be it go gas be. Maybe just say go gas be. People will use wisdom more when they are spending. And I see that most of the influencers are also trying to help those that are rich, the celebrities. They are trying to help. So I think instead of splashing their money, even if they'll do it in the privacy. They won't want it to be on, because it's like mocking people who are hungry. You see, do you have that consciousness that I might be rich, I might be able, but do I need to rub it in people's face? I'm not saying don't enjoy your money, but at least spread the love. So some of them you will see, I expect to see most people going outside, feeding, giving sadaka, Christmas feeding and all that. And I think, to me, it's changing our narrative, which is a good thing. It's not everything that has been customary before that should continue like that. Why blow the money when tomorrow is there? Even if you want to blow, can you not help somebody's life? So for me, I think it's a shift it's a paradigm. It's a shift in paradigm in the way things are going to be happening. That's my take.
there's something you said, Maz. You talked about giving alms, helping the needy, helping the poor. So are you saying that's part of Dirty December? Because from the words out there, when you mean Dirty December, it's about going to pop the champagne, going to show, going to the club, going to groove, But you just brought in something now about helping the needy,
So
doing
that's the change in the paradigm that I'm saying. So you're going to see
okay.
more of that shift in paradigm. People are going to shift towards humanity. Maybe perhaps now might not be the time for that popping of champagne, bathing with champagne, and Azula and all that. Maybe now might be the time to support some people, like save lives. And I think you will see, I've already started seeing quite a few people doing that, and they're doing it quietly. They are support helping people. They're going into the trenches, going to localities where they grew up, places where they know the need is. And that's not to say that in their own privacy they're not going to have their champagne popping. It's not bad to shop to pop, but it's good though. Some of us will be shocked in heaven. We gotta see and they pop. So I think it's still gonna happen, but it's not gonna be that kind of rubbing it on the poor's face. And that's the moral I don't like. Where people that's the moral part of it that doesn't sit right with me, where people don't feel that it's like you're pouring, where they are pouring it and you are seeing it being wasted. It pain me for chest.
Okay, thank you, Mas. That was a very good one, and I love the fact that you believe there's actually a paradigm shift in the way people now assist people. With the current situation of 2024, we believe that people should be more of your brother, your sister's keepers, your neighbor's keepers. You shouldn't just decide to go pop the azul when you know somebody just beside you has not had a meal for today. I don't know if Innocent, if your mic is now okay. I think I've seen Tunde in now. Welcome, Tunde. Good to have you in. Are you
Thank you,
there,
guys.
Tunde? Okay,
Yeah,
all
good
right, all
evening.
right, okay. Innocent, is your mic okay now? Not yet. So I would go to Tommy. Tommy, I quite understand that there are a lot of misconception about Dirty December. There are a lot of thinking about Dirty December. So we would like to hear your own perspective of how you think the December should be dirty. No, what I mean dirty is DETTY. That's a slang. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would like to have your own perception of what you think we need to do to make it dirty, and possibly also touch on the fact that are we still able as Nigerians to have the usual fun that we usually have at Christmas? I recall when we were much younger, by this time we'll be buying knockout, banger, you know what I mean? We'll be that's the fireworks, everywhere will be boom, 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 boom. But I don't think I've heard much of these fireworks as at today is the 13th, yeah. As at the 13th, I know back then, once it's getting to 1st of December, we're already having fireworks. We run to the neighbors' houses, we explode the fireworks, we are running as kids, but that has, I don't know if it's the law or things have changed. So, Tommy, please, let us hear from you. Thank you.
Yeah, Abdul, thank you so much for bringing me in. Um, I know it's a slang, and the meaning of slangs change over the years. So I think the current meaning is okay. It just for me just a period that most people will be on holidays, and so it's an opportunity to enjoy the holidays with family and friends. So if you really want to maybe meet up with a group of people who might be working, you find that it's easier when it's organized towards the ending of December. So it's good when we have such kind of opportunity. As long as we use it well, we use it productively, um, and then of course the purpose of this discussion is to tell us how not to use it to. And I like the consideration that has been brought by Mars that we have to be considerate to people too, because it's not a good time to show off, especially in the country where a lot of people are in a lot of financial distress. So do we need to have a rethink of how we spend our holiday? That would be something I would like to see us talk about.
Okay, Tommy, that was quite very brief question from you. So we have today up now.
Sorry, Tommy don't want to tell you. See, he doesn't want to tell you that he doesn't like Dirty December.
No. See, Baz, I know you. I know you. So let's leave it at that. We will talk about it off camera. Tunde, I know you are set because I was on X earlier today, formerly Twitter, and I saw a video of a resort, La Campaign or something like that in Lagos. So out of the guy that was marketing, it was a very lovely resort. All the houses are mud houses, but you go to the interior, you have some of the houses you have swimming pool in there, yeah. And the guy was advertising and checking it out. I think the houses you have it's priced at 650 grand for 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 a day, yeah. And out of curiosity, I just decided to just check out and see um, if I can maybe also plan to have some growth there, but there are a lot of reservations. A lot of people have done lots of reservations, So I know people are still planning for this Dirty December. What do you think today? What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys, for bringing me on. The fact is, like you always say, that all fingers are not equal. So no matter how the economy is, and no matter how there's hunger in the land, a lion will never feed on grass. So that's a
Hmm.
fact. No matter how there's famine, you still see some people that will be exempted. You still see some people that will be um, that will these things will not affect. Yes, but is this few people that we are talking about? We are talking about the majority, the lot, and most people, by our personal observations and interactions with people, we feel that the percentage of people that will not be able to afford to December will be more in numbers than those that can afford it. So when there are more people that can afford it than those that cannot afford it, then it calls for worry. There are more fun places that are trying to bring up in urban cities in Nigeria. But how many people can afford these things? Because I was trying to check up the inflation rate in Nigeria has gotten up to 33%. And so the purchasing power of many Nigerians has drastically dropped. Things that were once priced for instance, 100 naira now goes for 300 naira. So it's like 3 times the price, while income remains at the status quo. The prices of things has gone 3 times um, what it used to be. So the implication of this scenario I'm trying to paint tell you that most people will not be able to afford. Yeah, there are some people that will still be able to flex their muscle that are planning. So people are in their wisdom have been able to plan from January. I was trying to listen up to a conversation. Somebody said some people have been this investment some people have this investment spirit that from January they've been saving up for the December. The Igbo guys, they don't joke. Some of them don't joke. Most of them don't joke with their December. So no matter how it is tough, they must still travel home. So yes, people are will still have a dirty December to remember, but there are more people that will not be able to afford a good, I don't know if that's what is permissible, a good dirty December. So let me just stop here for now.
Okay, thank you, Tunde. But in my opinion, well, sometimes it's not all about the money. You can always, as long as you're ready to have fun, you can always plan your own dirty December in your own little way. Yeah, I would agree with you. The purchasing power of Nigerians now is not like it used to be. I recall some years ago in a city like Abuja during the Christmas New Year. In fact, if you drop a pin, you will hear the sound because everybody, they're all out. They've all gone to places like Lagos, Port Harcourt, their villages to go out for. But I'm sure this December, if you drop a big metal iron, you would in fact you will not hear the sound. So innocent, I hope you're able to speak now. Could you tell us what you think about the dirty December, if you think Nigerians can still afford that?
Yeah, if I'm not muted that way, I can speak. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I listen to what all the panelists are saying. It's true, and I like the last comment you just made about celebrating in your own little way. But my opinion about that is it's no longer dirty December if you are doing it in a little way. Because the idea of dirty December is
It's a
elaborate, like
champagne,
fun, like crazy.
champagne. I know, I know.
That's the idea. So it's no longer dirty December if you are just buying, let's say, one bottle of drink and taking it, and you think you are doing dirty December. The point is this: the economy has really eaten deep into almost everybody. Even in Nigeria, you no longer have middle class. You now have, it's either you are poor or you are rich. so so if you are rich, it means you're making money constantly, maybe through any means, like most times through politics or Yahoo means or whatever. But doing those who are doing legit business most of the time are now in the poor class. That's the fact. Because the inflation rate is too high. When Tunde said something of 300 is now, how much did he say? I'm
Is
even
that something
thinking
of
like
100? Is that 300?
that's not the calculation. Though.
I
Something of
know.
100 is now 1,000.
I was going to
Something
ask
of
you which
100.
market was it going to get that is
I
very
don't know,
crazy.
because that doesn't rhyme at all with what's obtainable in Nigeria. It's really very crazy. So, but in a nutshell, in order for the whole thing not to affect people's psychologically, we just have to employ what they call contentment in anything we're doing. You have to be content. So it's the way things are. When it comes to money or the money markets, it goes up and down. So a time is going to come, no matter how high this inflation is, it's going to come down. So if we can't do dirty December this December, we can do it next December. Let's see how it goes.
Can I just say, please, based on what you said, it's very true because I noticed that I think when Abdul said that, made that comment that you can try to do it on your own, like if you can do make it big. But the point of Dirty December is your community, having people with you. That's why I said that when I spoke at first, I said, can you then, what if you're the only one that will fund the whole night? Are you able to fund it? That's the point. So the point is we going out, all of us, our set, 98 set, 92 set, all of us we meet and everybody will drink, everybody, and then maybe 5 or 7 people out of the group will pay, conveniently cover the cost. But if it's only you that is covering that cost, you will drown. You will end up being a poor man to that night. unless if you are maybe you are seriously rich. Do you understand where I'm coming from? The point of going out is actually the people, the community you go out with, the group. And if you're the only one going to sit down in your house and do dirty, that's not Dirty December. That's just loneliness. You might as well just stay in the UK. I'm
So from
being
what
serious.
from what everybody has said, it's becoming obvious that Nigerians can no longer afford a dirty December.
There's a way.
So
There's a way.
okay, please let us know. Let us know. Tell us. We want to learn.
So if we have someone like if we have like people that have money like Abdul now, like 5 of them come together and then they call all of us, like we come out to eat and then they pay for us. They do a little bit bedu. And hey, that's sharing the love. That's the way forward.
So,
A community thing, no, if not this one, all of us will die here.
I know it's
Well,
not really
now my
been,
name could be on the list, number one list too.
it's not really been,
Actually,
it's been a difficult year economically, for Nigerians, and I think entirely in the entire world. If you look at inflation rates and the whole challenges we've had, so by and large, what we're saying is Nigerians can no longer afford a dirty December. So we need to find a way around this. We need to find a way. So let me come to Sheol. Sheol, we've all established from what we've all said that dirty December is no longer in the reach of most, in quote, most Nigerians, because what Innocent was speaking, he said a few are still able to, and I would agree to that, yeah. A few are still able to do it, but most Nigerians would no longer be able to afford the dirty December. What do you think we can do now?
Okay.
What do you think is the way forward to probably maybe we can afford the one for 2025? Just let us know what you think we need to do here.
Okay, so I've got two takes because today I've actually been pondering on so many things. One, for people back at home, don't bite what you cannot, or don't chew, or don't bite what you cannot chew. But okay, basically, just be content with what you have. The most important thing about the season is to be grateful. The coming together of people, helps us, makes us whole, helps our mental health. So it's good, that people come together, they celebrate together. And we can celebrate in different ways. Some people can just sit down, cook, families, invite families, cook, make puff puff, make rice, just celebrate, and be grateful. It does not need to be very elaborate where people will spend 1 million, 2 million, to make it that groovy. Because at the end of the day, school fees is waiting in January.
Mhm.
And also to be very, 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 we need to be very sensitive around this period. People that are abroad, they feel that tension because every many people back at home will say there's no money at home. And people here, they are trying to pay bills. Some are even suicidal. That's what has been going on through my mind. Like, how to really address people. If you need help, don't let people's demands, because they want to make Detty December happen. Don't let it affect your mental health. For instance, this is 13th of December. I'm sure now a lot of people would have been getting requests. People that are in diaspora might have been getting requests, from, like, let's say 50 people. I need help. Nigeria is not good. And this person is weighed down, crying. What can I do? I also have my bills, and everybody will blackmail. Oh, you are not sending money home. These things are real. And that's why I want us to be sensitive, as a people. Money is not everything. Whatever thing, if we cannot afford the groovy one, let's stay in our house. Let's be grateful for life. And I used to think about life this way. Emergencies will not say, this is December, I will not come. No, some people can have hospital emergencies. So why do we want to waste that money? So some of our parents are elderly. Some of them have died. I lost two parents this year. My mother-in-law died on the 1st of January. She had been on dialysis for years, where sometimes 3 times dialysis, twice dialysis for 2 years, almost 2 years. And before then, she had been on erythropoietin injection, which costed money. And then 6 months after, I lost my daddy, July 31st. So for me, now, having to do two burials this year, it's a lot, but God has kept me. So I feel, and like, I'm already feeling a bit of pressure. Like, this is December 13, different people have, we've had to do two burials. And before you know it, people will start saying, we need money. We also need money. A lot of people helped me, rallied around me. I am grateful to God for them. I am grateful. But however, we also still need to manage our finances. Let's not put pressure on people abroad. They also have lives. They're also suffering from cold, so many things. So sometimes, people live practically on credit card just so that they can help people at home. At the end of the day, they are spending their lives, they are spending their time to pay back their health. They will also use their health to pay back. I'll round up quickly. I remember an elderly man saying to me many years ago, he's in Nigeria, and he said to me, he wanted to just, try to warn me. He said, the life people live abroad now, they will pay for it in their old age. It's okay to send money home. It's okay to help people. It's okay to help yourself. Only do what you are able to do. Don't die. And if you need help this December, you are lonely, or let's say you're abroad, you are lonely, because sometimes we always think of money, like for people in Nigeria. Then people that are here too are lonely. They need help. If you are struggling with your mental health, irrespective of Dirty December, please open up, get help. And If you need to block people that requesting for money for the sake of your sanity, please do so. And I will say it again, if you need to block people for the sake of your own mental health and sanity, do so, so that you don't use your body to pay for it in old age. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm not
Yeah,
harsh.
thank
Thank
you.
I
Thank
endorse that.
thank you, Shehu. On behalf of the crew, I want to extend our condolences to the for you to have lost two parents. I know how difficult it would have been for the year, Losing two close parents must be very difficult for you and your family. Just be rest assured that we are with you in our prayers, and you have our support. You know. So thank you very much for what you've said, and from all you've said, you've advised Nigerians not to put pressure on their siblings, on their friends, on their families abroad because of Detty December. You've advised Ma's cousin in Nigeria not to start putting Maz under pressure because he wants to go and pop Azu. And what you are saying is if the pressure comes, Maz should bring her phone to you, you will help her block the people, because some people, I don't know Maz, she can be doing harduma, but I know she's a very soft-hearted person. She might not want to block people. Probably she will bring the phone to you to help her block people. So, Toby, I would come to you now. The year is coming to an end. We've heard from Sharon, and we've heard from other people saying, look, let's make do with what we have. There are other responsibilities that will come in January. You know, there are so many other responsibilities. People forget that it's between 31st December to 1st January is just a second. You understand? People use all their from January to plan for December, and forgetting that there should also be a plan for the next year, beginning in a few seconds, just 1 second after the December. So, what do you think? Yeah, maybe like more like an advisory now. I wanted to probably advise viewers to let us know what you think we can probably do to manage the pressure of wanting to have a dirty December and planning for the coming year. Over to you, Toby.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I think most of the advice we've been given, they are very relevant. And for me, my principle has always been to look at myself and know my means, know my capacity, and work within that. You will never benefit from putting yourself under pressure. You will never benefit from putting others under pressure. The truth is that there is no good Nigerian today that is rich, that is extremely rich, except if you are just among the very selected few that are so blessed. And what do I mean by there's no good Nigerian that is very rich? Because the little you have, unlike most societies, you have to share if you have a good heart. So you can imagine, for example, people who used to pay rents of 400,000 now having to pay rent of 1.8 million. This same person paying 400,000 was a problem. So is that this problem going to be Dirty December? I know we should be happy. Holiday comes once in a while. It's just unfortunate that we cannot enjoy our holidays the way we want. We should be able to travel. We should be able to do whatever we want. But I'm just thinking of the reality for most Nigerians. It's not that rosy. So for me, I would say, and I will advise, just similar to what most people have said, cut your coat according to your size, adjust your activities in such a way that you can do what you need to do and leave the rest. There is always another year to do your dirty December. Be considerate to others, and this is talking about those who have the means. How can you be considerate? If you plan to maybe have an extravagant party, you might decide to cut it down and maybe spend the extra money on doing something more productive. So the truth is that you can buy me wine in one night of 400,000 naira, for example, and I'm going to like, ooh, and tomorrow I'm hungry looking for 5K to even feed. Which do you think I will appreciate more if you buy me a wine of 5K and say, you know what, take the remaining 300,000? So we should maybe begin to think a bit differently, especially at this time. Show a little empathy. If our leaders cannot be empathetic, at least we can try our best more. And the truth is that the pressure is a lot. You just need to be on the other side to know that it's not easy on any side. But we'll try our best. We'll keep trying to make the best use of our holidays. I will talk a bit to those who might not be able to go on holidays at this time, maybe due to the nature of your work. You can do your dirty January, dirty March, dirty June, depending on when you can spend your holiday. The whole idea is just make use of your that rest time. Make use of it in a productive way. Spend it with family, spend it with friends that you need to spend time with, and then make the best use of it. If money is a problem, then cut your plans according to what you can afford. If you cannot afford it, then stay in your house. Nobody's gonna kill you, because the truth is that December will come and go, but you will remain with whatever problems you have. So that's my little advice.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to talk much.
I know, no.
Yeah, but but always there's
um,
always something we can say, and there's always an advice we
sometimes,
can give.
sometimes you're a man of little words. Keywords. Sometimes you're a man of little words. This like this, not like this. You're actually a man of little words. I know when you like to say so much. Thank you very much, Tomia. The key points I noticed there. You said something about if people why pop a champagne of 400K for me, and by tomorrow I'm looking for 5,000 to eat, or probably looking for 2K, even after drinking to get an Uber back home. You know, I was watching something yesterday on social media. There's this guy that sometimes I've actually been praying to meet him too. Maybe he would just come to me. He meets people and tells you what do you want, takes you shopping, buys you a whole lot of stuff, sometimes he spent a whole lot of over a million, 2 million, 3 million on some people. So I'm still praying to meet him. Yeah, he met somebody. I watched one yesterday, and he said to this man, he said, "Look, if I give you £100, so $100 to buy something, what can you buy? Let's go to the shop." And a guy said, "Look, I'm going to buy some things, but whatever is left, you have to give it to me." I thought that was wise. So they went shopping, and at the end, what this man picked was like 64K. And the guy said, "Look, $1 is like 1.7. You picked for the," he said, "No, yeah, give me the balance." You understand what I mean? So I'm just trying to align with what Toby said. He said, give me the balance. Why would I pick so much things there? So, Mars, I know you are prepared for us.
So I'll
What
say
are the plans? What?
the first thing for me, the first thing I'll say is contentment. And I think with
Okay.
age and probably with also experiences I've had, contentment comes very high on my list now. I've beginning because I'm a Christian, as you know, and my reorientation of what Christmas is actually the birthday of Jesus Christ we're celebrating. It's not my birthday. Do you get my point? It's not about Santa Claus. We have been disoriented, and that is what is causing that nonsense. By the time you understand the reason, by the way, shout out to the team that put together that movie Mary on Netflix. Y'all need to watch it. I know it's just in the picture, but it's very interesting. It throws more light into the celebration of Christmas. And so when I understood the meaning of Christmas more, when I took time to refocus my faith to understand what it means. Now for me, I spend Christmas actually appreciating the gift that Jesus gave to me, which is my salvation. Then I also use the end of December December, for my personal annual review. I do quarterly review personally, but at the end of the year, I do a summative annual review of myself. I'm planning towards the next year. Bearing in mind that I have a lot of things to do in January. So I don't spend in December. I've learned this orientation. When you've been broke, you will know more. You go feel them. When you've been broke before, you will know how to appreciate things that come. And when I say you've been broke, and when you've walked, they say when you've gone to the river and you fetch water by yourself, you will appreciate every drop.
Hmm.
You will appreciate people that are asking, "Draw, send us this, send us." I'm sorry, and you said something about what's it called? You go to, maybe you ask someone, "Let me buy you a drink." Do you, instead of, maybe the person is even saying, the owner of the money, let's put it from this perspective, the person that owns the money is saying, "What do you want me to do for you?" Do you know that some people who are very poor, they don't even have a dime, they are the ones that will ask for Azul. You'll be shocked. They are the one that we ask for the drink that even a rich man would not dare to drink. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they've never worked for that money. And there, my friend, I understood that when you are dealing with some ingratitude in people's life, you have to be very careful. Spirit of entitlement has killed a lot of people. I first of all tell my people, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. None of us owe anybody anything. Unless maybe I promised you something before, but on a good day, I owe you nothing. If I decide to do a goodwill to you, that's from my heart. Say thank you, and that's it. I don't want to start hearing, oh, she should have given me 50 billion. Do you know whether that 50 billion I had to take my kidney to give you? So for me personally, contentment is very important. And when you live by that rule, it's very easy for you to spot out people that are ingrates and to know how to avoid them. You will channel your energy to help people who really need it. I'm telling you, these days I channel my energy. I found that the ones, Jesus said something, a prophet is not respected at home. The people where you are related are the ones that will just use your eye to see shege banza. It's the ones that you don't even know that we appreciate, the anonymous acts of kindness that you're doing. That's where you get your blessing from. So for me, I don't believe in dirty December. I believe in blessings, in honorable blessings that you give people to bless them as Christ blessed me with salvation. Now waiting that they use bless other people. And it's not as if it's tied to December. I can bless you in January. I can bless you in March. It doesn't matter. January now has how many weeks? 59 weeks. You see people running head basket and school fees here, this one there, rents here. And they forget in December, it's as if they put a wall and block everywhere. Everybody's one channel. Do you not think that is quite worrying?
Wisdom.
We've commercialized Christmas. That's it. We've commercialized wisdom. We've commercialized Christmas. Well, instead, on the flip side, we should actually think.
Anyway,
so I would just say, for me, the trump card for me here is be contented.
Yeah, thank you. Tunde, you are going to say something, please.
yeah, I wanted to differ a little bit with to what Mars was saying. The fact is, this Dirty December, it's not just about Christmas alone. You will understand that, you will agree that there are many festive seasons around the year. We have the Easter celebration. We have the Salah, I don't know what they call it, the Salah celebrations, Eid Malud and all of that. But what makes the Christmas that you are talking about, Dirty December, is not just about the Christmas. Yes, coincidentally, Christmas celebration falls in December. What makes it a Dirty December is majorly because it is the end of the year. So most times when people have take vacations, take leave towards the end of the year to reconverge with friends and make merry. whether it's a Christmas or not.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know, probably Tunde is having network issues. Um, Innocent, let's hear from you. Maybe addition, subtraction to what people have said. And I know our time is fast spent because we also want to talk about the wrap up of the year. So maybe your final words, Innocent, before we go to the recap of the year. What are your final words about the Dirty
Yeah,
December? What Tunde was trying to say was about it not just being Christmas. It's about celebrating the end of year. You've lived from January to December. You're happy. God has brought you. You're happy. You are going to see your friends. You are going to the village. A whole lot of us don't go to the village until Christmas. So that's why we go to do our Dirty December. You know what I mean? So your final words, your final thoughts, Innocent.
exactly. You guys have spoken so beautifully. Uh, we this December is basically attributed to religious celebration as a result of the Christmas. But just like Tunde explained, it's actually also affects a lot of things we do because at this time, giving holidays, we're giving off from work. So you have like a whole 3 weeks and you're not going to work. So you need to do something with it. So I think that's the significance of the month of December. Whether you're celebrating the Christmas or not, there is always a 8th December difference to see, especially from all mass have said, is that when it comes to helping people, I think the best way to help people, and it's always the best, is to teach them how to fish rather than cutting fish and giving them. It is not a good thing to come every December and declare. Those days, we used to declare, they come and throw money away. That's not good. If you have something to offer, you're in the way. The reason why Africa is so deeply immense, especially in Nigeria, is because we want to be at the top so that others will be worshiping us. I think the white men that came to colonize us gave us the idea that is the best, but it's not. A tree cannot make a forest. If you have a way to make money and you know that when you teach the next person, it's not going to affect you, why not teach the next person? For instance, those who trade forex, the forex market, make a lot of money. Some people have really mastered the art, but you know what they do? They will tell you, pay me, I'll teach you. Why don't you teach the person? Because even if the other person also masters it, it doesn't affect you. So if you have a way you're making money, you can help a brother. Instead of allowing that brother call you for $100 every now and then, find a way to help the brother so that he too can make his 1,000. And then when you all are coming to the family to help, that there are a lot of people giving help. And before we know, everybody will be okay.
Thank
We
you,
don't have to
Innocent.
wait for the government to do this.
Thank you, Innocent. Sorry, I would have to cut you here. I quite understand. I think you've said it very well. It's not all about, we shouldn't just make it about ourselves. We should make it about a celebration for all. And people attribute it basically to the Christmas, but it's a time of reflection. But something that you said, I'm not sure if that's applicable to everybody. You said December, people get 3 weeks holiday. All my adult life of working, I only get holiday on Christmas and Boxing Day, then maybe on New Year, and then the other day, except I personally request for my leave days. So you might just be among the few Nigerians that enjoy that privilege of having 3 weeks shut down for the entire Christmas period. So before we go to the recap, which I think we would have Tommy give us that recap. Let me just hear your final words, Sheon. Just in 1 minute, please. 1 minute, Sheon. 1 minute. Your final thoughts on this.
Thank you, everyone. All I just want to say is, gratitude is an expression, gratitude is a posture. So we need to be grateful to God for this season. And That is enough. That is what millions. So gratitude is the main thing. So that's my take. Thank you.
Thank you. Maz, 1 minute, 1 minute. Your final thoughts.
Contentment. And anyone will try to or try to give you headache, block them. Blocker, 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 blocker.
So gratitude, contentment. Okay. Okay. You don't have that to be. So thank you. That is all from me. Let me also go back to Innocent. 1 minute. Let me just give you your final thoughts. Innocent, 1 minute.
It's what Mark just said.
Okay, all these
Contentment is
alignments.
the answer. You don't have to
Alignment.
be depressed because you can't do what you used to do before. Exactly.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Innocent.
You don't have to be
Tommy,
depressed because you cannot do what you used to do before.
thank you. Tommy, your final thoughts, 1 minute. Then before I would like you to take the recap of the year.
My final thought will be more than 1 minute. People spend 5 seconds. Let me steal from their own. I wanted to talk a bit about what Innocent said because it's quite important. See, this concept of teach me how to fish is not good. Do you know why? It's not everybody that comes to you to help that is a fisherman. Sometimes they bought
Some
the
mechanic.
sometimes they bought the fish in the market and they are sharing it with you, and then you think, oh, teach me how to fish. I
Wisdom,
agree there are
wisdom.
situations where it's proper, but most people are not in a situation to remove you from your own condition most times. And then we come with this mentality that you are there, you should bring me up there. The person may not be able to bring you up there, but what he can help, assist with is to give you that fish that can help you to survive today, while we are thinking of how to sort the rest. So I find a lot of Nigerians having this attitude, which can be a bit annoying sometimes. This attitude of you've gotten there, take me there. Most times the person cannot take you there because it doesn't have the capacity. Some people are just privileged that life puts them where they are, um, and then they are trying to help. Doesn't mean that they can they can't bring you out of there too. So I just need to attend to that because it's a problem, and I think we need to have that consciousness. For the summary, for me, I think like it has been said, take life jeje, do what you can, leave the rest. There are always things that are more priority than whatever you think is so important right now. So concentrate on what's more important. That's my last words.
Thank you, Tommy. There's something from Mabel Olaya on the chat. She said, gratitude is an expression, it's an exposure. Gratitude is a great altitude. That's a good word. Thank you, Mabel. Tunde, while you were off, we're just taking final thoughts. Please, I would give you 30 seconds to give us your final thoughts. Please.
Still on the Detty December.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so
30 seconds, please.
finally, well, I like something someone said about how we can go about the Detty December. Though Innocent says that it's no longer a Detty December. If we can do it communally, we can still enjoy our December. You gather three friends together and contribute to enjoy the Christmas. That way we can enjoy the Christmas. Then if we can make of for those that have kids that don't bring them about it.
Okay, thank you, Tunde. Your 30 seconds is over. Thank
Thank you.
you. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, everybody, for this discussion of Detty December. So that's for me. That's a wrap for me. So I'm going to be handing over to Tommy, who is going to take us on the recap of the activities we've had this year. Thank you very much for today. So, Tommy, over to you, please. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Abdul. It's been great. Been a great team. it's not easy. Everybody in this team are very busy individuals, very busy, and we've been able to create this time every week. I can tell you it takes a lot of sacrifice. We've achieved a lot. We started sometime around July. In this period, we've been able to go through some important topics. I will go through the ones I can pick out, but I hope I don't miss out anyone. I remembered we talked about gender roles in marriage. Very important topic. It helped us to understand what are the different roles in marriage. We talked about exploring the quick rich syndrome among Nigerian youths. Impact, influences, and solutions was an opportunity to address this whole idea of I want to get rich without following the process. We talked about immigrant experience in navigating new horizons. That was another interesting topic. It was very beneficial for those who are planning to travel to a new country or who might have traveled recently. How can you cope with the new stressors that you will meet? I'm very sure I'm trying to read a list, but I might forget one or two. Please, in case I forget, please let me know the ones you remember. We talk about navigating finances in marriage. What approach is the best? That was another very educative topic that let us know or enlightened us on how we can handle finance, because I find that finance is one of the major stressors in marriage these days, especially when people are going through difficult financial situations. And it was good to know how we can approach such issues. We also talked, I think the only health topic we particularly talked about was everyday wellness, simple habits for a healthier life. That's the only health topic I think we talked about. Hopefully next year we will talk a bit, we will have some a bit more health related topics that can help everyone. We went to the sensitive topic of DNA and its impacts. There we bashed each other, trying to see how this DNA has been able to um has changed the dynamics in marriage, has changed the impressions that people had about gender and, prevalence of promiscuity and all that. I remember we talked about tribalism in Africa. Very important topic. It was a very educative topic for everyone, including myself. I tried to then become more conscious about how I express my love for my tribe and how I come out to others. One important topic we talked about was long distance relationship. I don't remember exactly how we coined it, but it was a nice topic because it helped us to know the disadvantages, the pros and cons. We're also able to appreciate those who have no choice and to be in such relationships, and we gave the advice on how to cope. Um, I can't see some topics here, but I can remember we talked about parenting styles. What approach can we use? That was a bit controversial in a way, but then I think it was very helpful
Social
for me.
media.
I was in a live recently and I was just moving stuff about parenting styles, and I'm sure everybody were like, when I finished, they're like, wow, very educative, and they didn't know that it was this place I learned a lot of things. And I think there was one topic we talked about promiscuity. There was a topic we talked
Promiscuous,
about when we played the promiscuous
promiscuous
lifestyles.
do STD still
Yeah, when we
exists?
played the SCD stairs, this when we played the Don Jazzy video where he said I can't be committed to anybody, I can't find myself committing myself to anybody. So if you look at the topics, they've been quite educative and to
I
look,
think there was a topic on social media, yeah?
yeah, social
Yeah.
media. Yeah. It's just unfortunate that this my list doesn't seem to contain everything, but you can find that we've actually handled a lot of topics in this short time. So you can imagine what we'll achieve next year. Please bring your suggestions. It's helpful. We've gotten some suggestions, and some of them may not be able to form a whole topic, and that's why you may think we didn't attend to what you suggested. But don't worry, we'll try to attend to whatever is your worries next year. There was someone that brought up the topic about talk about the impact of ex-boyfriends and girlfriends in marriage. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a nice topic, boy. Can that be a full topic? So there have been a lot of suggestions. Trust me. Next year we'll be back. We'll be back to your screens, giving you different knowledge. Please interact with us. We learn from you. You learn from us.
Can
And
I
I
just
want to say that we'll be taking a break from now, and we'll be resuming on the second Friday of next year, which will be on the 10th of January. So we'll see you then. I hand back. I hand over back to the host, Abdul.
sorry? Can I just also put a request for
Okay,
one of the topics? I don't know
thank you,
how we'll
Toby,
coin
for
it.
that recap. Yes, Mars was going to say something. Let me just allow her. Yeah.
Yeah, just one of the topics I was thinking of that might be, I don't know how we'll coin it because it's not only in marriage, domestic violence, domestic abuse. So because it happens between siblings, it happens between friends, but it's actually if it becomes serious, it could be GBH. So I don't know how we'll coin it, but to talk about it. Because most people think about it
Yeah.
as only between
It's
husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, but GBH is real in friendship as well.
yes, gender-based
Yeah, yeah.
violence is it's a very big topic. I think it's something that will be interesting. It's something that will be nice for us to talk about. I know the past few weeks there's been, is it 15 days of gender-based violence and on something going on gender-based violence. Yeah, it began towards the
Sorry,
end of
Abdul,
November. Yeah.
it's not just gender based. So GBH is gross bodily harm. So this is where anyone is either gender, whether male or female.
And that's why I say
Yeah,
gender-based violence. So
yes,
I'm not saying female-based or male-based
yeah,
violence. Yeah, that's why I say.
yes. So we
So
should look into
yeah,
that.
that's fine. We would.
Thank you.
I'm sure we would look at that. So I believe in this recap, Tunde should say something because is one of the key people of this podcast. So Tunde, please, could you just say something? Yeah.
Well, nothing else to say. Tommy has said it all. He has mentioned virtually the only topics I just I'm trying to look at. There are two topics. The very first topic we had, then we were still more like trying. I can't recall the title of the topic, but it's one I can recall now that he didn't mention about consensual recording of intimate activities. Should we be worried? We had it was a loaded podcast, so I just enjoy our viewers to go back to all our live. They are all on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page too. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Innocent, you have something to say with regards to the rap? Innocent, anything to say with regards to the
Yeah,
recap? Okay. Yeah, please. 1 minute.
no, I think it's well covered. It's well covered. So we look forward to 2025.
Okay, thank you. Shehu, anything to say with regards to the recap?
Great.
All right, Mars, final words with regards to the recap.
We should go revisit them and watch them. That's I encourage everyone to go revisit them and watch.
Okay, thank you, viewers. It's been a lovely Friday night. I'm sure the Friday night is still young for some people. It's time to lace your shoes and hit the party. We're not doing Detty December this year. Okay, time to change your pajamas and hit the bed. Oh, something I forgot to remember. I've just seen matching pajamas pictures. So, Baz, have you seen it this year? It looks like
They
it's
play.
that. You know, this
It's Jalabia we're all
matching
wearing.
yeah.
It's Jalabia.
So, viewers, thank you very much. And on this note, sorry we've taken much of your time. We've eaten into the extra 1 hour. Like we always say on this program, 1 hour never seems to be enough. When sometime next year, when we'll have to appeal to viewers to let us extend beyond that 1 hour, maybe we'll start looking at 1.5 hours. So it's been nice. Thank you, Bebe, for your contribution. Thank you to everyone who's joined this podcast on all our platforms. Please go to our YouTube channel to watch the recap. Go to all our other channels. We're on live. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on IG. So thank you very much. And Enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of the year, and see you guys in January.